Well, welcome to my second official Q&A. Q&A with PowBlock. My first one didn't really look all that good, but several of you guys actually watched it regardless of, even though it was on a webcam feature when I didn't have a computer to upload my videos and only could just use like the webcam feature for all my videos. And I was just making lots of vlogs for a couple weeks and no gameplay videos and stuff. But I'm glad I'm doing this way, and it feels good. I don't have to worry about it, something crashing, having to start over and re-record everything all over again, and having to rush through the questions and try to go through them as fast as I can. But I'm hoping to get this finished and all the questions answered in probably 2 parts. It might go on to 3 parts, but before I get started, I have lots of good questions. I got from PSN, Kick Messenger, Instagram, and some Facebook questions here and there as well. But before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know I'm going to try to give my honest answers and give good answers to the best of my ability for so that way you guys are satisfied with my answers and stuff. And for those who didn't get a chance to ask questions, I was trying to give it a little bit longer before I get started today. I will be probably answering them next time when I probably do another Q&A, or maybe you guys, I'll probably end up answering additional bonus questions in the comments of the video as well for those who didn't get a chance. So I gathered all the questions here, written down, and saved them one by one. So I got 2 pages here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is all I'm going to be doing today. It's just the Q&A videos for today. And I'm also going to be recording more videos with you guys later on when I get online for more fan appreciation videos and other more GTA, Marvel Nemesis, and more other stuff going on as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go. And also I did get some of the same questions over and over, so I am going to probably address that throughout the videos as well. So Zarbon from PSN, most of these were the PSN questions first. So Zarbon asks, what is my favorite Call of Duty? My favorite Call of Duty is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I still own the game, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab it and show you guys really quickly because I had the game for so long, for many years now, ever since the game was brand new. But I'm also going to grab another game here if I can find it in my little pile of games. Here it is. So my favorite Call of Duty games, first one, top number 1, still to this day, is a masterpiece. Call of Duty 4 is the greatest game of all time, and it's the best first-person shooter. Some people probably haven't even played this game before, but it's still, I feel like it's a masterpiece. It's a legendary game, still fun to play, and it's amazing that it's 2016, and this game has been out, I think this came out in 2007 or maybe 2008, and there's still lots of people playing this damn game today. And it's still fun. The connections are decent. Still, you can kind of find some hackers running around trying to take over lobbies for XP, cheating their way and just killing everything in sight, flying, and the super jumps, the super speeds, and all that stuff, running around the maps and up in the air, just shooting you from all types of places through the wall and knowing exactly where you are on the map. And then my other favorite Call of Duty I would put next to it is Modern Warfare 2. And I know a couple people out there love Modern Warfare 2 and they would say this is the best Call of Duty game. It's different for everyone else. Some people have also messaged me on Twitter talking about how much they like Ghost, but then some people that were playing and got it didn't really like it all that much because you couldn't even see the connections. The spawns were terrible, and most people were just using the same fucking guns over and over. There was no gun variety whatsoever, and it was kind of getting annoying to the point where you couldn't really diversify and branch out and try to use different weapons in the game because everybody just runs around and watch the MLG pros, FaZe, Optic Gaming, Envy, and all those other MLG pro teams out there, and would just try to find out what's the better guns, what's the best guns to use, and they'll just try to use those guns all the time just to boost their KDs and try to win every match that they possibly can. And then when they lose, they're so quick to back out and make excuses. So it's pretty funny. But those, I would say, my top 2 favorite Call of Duty games by far. And I got that question also from FaZe Fire, and then out there, or aka Unstoppable Eric. just going through the questions here. I also got that from him. And then I think that was all that asked that same question. I think one other person asked for it, but I don't see it here listed. The next question is from Slicey Giles. He said, why did you start on YouTube? He said, why did you start YouTube and what's your best game? Or maybe he's saying, what's my favorite game? Or maybe one of my best games I ever had, and probably in Call of Duty. I think he's probably going to say, he's probably meant to say, what's my favorite game that, or something like that I ever played. But I would say for his little first part of his question, I started YouTube just because I didn't even plan to be on here, honestly, and this might be a little long answer, so I might go for a little bit here. But I started on YouTube just because I was basically inspired by one particular YouTuber, DSP Gaming, aka Phil. I've been a fan of his since 2009 when I first discovered his videos, and some of you guys out there have probably already subscribed and found me and discovered me from Twitter, or maybe from, or some of his comments on his videos, in the comment section on some of his videos. I honestly liked his videos for what they are. It's lots of different hate videos out there, and many different opinions out there with several different videos. Even if you if you type in DSP on the search engine, or DSP Gaming, or Phil, you're more than likely going to find a hell of a lot of videos out there about him that's negative videos, lots of opinions being stated, rumors about him, saying he's a racist, he's a pedophile, and all types of stuff like that. And I'm just kind of speaking out here. I genuinely like who he is, and I respect him for who he is. As a YouTuber, I like his work, and I think he's a great gamer. He's not that good at video games, and sometimes the only thing I'll probably say I dislike is that the fact that he'll blame the game sometimes for when he's messing up, and when he dies, he fucks up in a video game, he'll just say that, oh, this game sucks, and he'll blame the game for his mistakes. That's the only thing I probably don't really like about what he does for doing his videos. But other than that, I always enjoyed his videos. I've been watching him for a long time, and I started to make a channel a couple years later after watching him. I wasn't even subscribed to his channel. I just discovered his channel from Modern Warfare 2 when I was looking for third-person team tactical videos, and that's how I first discovered his channel. From his third-person gameplay from Modern Warfare 2. And Modern Warfare 2 was the only game that had that third-person game mode that you can experience with, and that's what I really liked. That was one of my favorite game modes from Modern Warfare 2 compared to all the Call of Duty games out there, was the third-person team tactical gameplay. So that's how I basically discovered watching his videos. He made it seem so much fun, and it was very entertaining. Just always fun to watch his videos. And once I decided to make a channel on my own, I was lucky enough to join his fan appreciation for PlayStation All-Stars. It was just so mind-blowing to be invited and to have the perfect timing to message him and say, hey, I want to play PlayStation All-Stars, which is a PS3 game, a PS3 exclusive game. Some people probably heard of the game out there, but it was just so mind-blowing to be invited and being part of his PlayStation All-Stars fan appreciation in his videos. I was so excited. I even recorded my own perspective of PlayStation All-Stars. I even have the old playlist. It was when I was just learning how to make videos. I was still like nervous. I didn't even know what to say. I was just so speechless. It was like a dream come true, just being invited by someone that you always watched and someone that you inspire. Basically inspires you to do what you do today and what you love to do on a daily basis more than anything. So I have videos of that. I also ran into him on Super Smash Bros. On the 3DS, and had a match with him in his final match that he was recording on stream, and then also on PlayStation Home before it was closing down. And then I think I was trying to get into some other fan appreciation videos, but I didn't have those other games that he was doing for his fan appreciation videos that he does every year and stuff. So he basically got me into YouTube, and some of my friends in real life. I used to be such a bad Call of Duty player, and some people might not even believe me when I say that. I used to be so bad at the game. I didn't even know what to do. I was just, again, I mentioned this before, I only could probably get like 2 kills each and every game, and then I will also just try to, get better at the game. I got good based off of practice, and I used to be like a Halo guy. But my friends was just like, oh, your laugh is funny. When you laugh, you make everything so much more funnier than what it actually is. When you laugh, we laugh, and you make it everything just so much funnier, just like funnier, just like the joke or just anything that happens, and they just start laughing out of nowhere just because I'm laughing. And some people have been, some of you guys actually said that in some of my older videos from the comments and stuff, and all the good messages that I have from you guys that I saved and remember from the old days. So it's always fun. So just trying to show off my skills and show off my gaming skills and my love for video games really inspired me to get into YouTube. So I know some people already asked that question. So from the questions here, so hopefully that'll, that's like a good answer. But I really love doing this. I'm not gonna stop, and that's basically what really got me into doing this, and just being a gamer all my life since I was 7 years old. So I didn't really expect to do this. I didn't even know, because I was just always the guy that was so nervous to do this kind of stuff and talk in front of the camera. But I'm having so much fun doing this. So I hope that answers a couple of you guys' questions, and also Slicey Guy's questions here. My best game. That's kind of a tough question for. It's just so many games. I like Crash Bandicoot would just be like one of my best games that I play. One of the best games I play. Spyro the Dragon. It's so many others. Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Tomba, the Tomba series, Final Fantasy that I just got into from the JRPGs, Disgaea. It's just so many different games, so many games out there that I really love playing. So, I already answered my favorite Call of Duty from Phase Fire and Zarvon. Looney's question out there, he asked, how would you feel if I knew someone that could, how would you feel if you knew someone that could beat you in everything that I play? Now, this was kind of I think this was a pretty good question, because some people out there have like people that they compete against, and rivals that they try to compete against each other, whether it's Call of Duty that they play one-on-one. They try to get the one-up on each other and race each other to beat the games first, or be the first to prestige, or be the first to beat the game before their best friend or any friends that you have out there, any gamer friends out there that you have. It wouldn't really bother me too much, because honestly, I'm a humble person, to the point where I know I'm not the best at everything. I know I'm not the best on here on the website. And some people say I'm one of the best YouTubers, and I'm underrated and stuff like that, and I'm one of the best Call of Duty players on old gen or maybe on PS3. I don't put myself out there like that, because I'm humble. I've always been humble all my life, and just I don't get cocky or arrogant and all that stuff, and think I'm the best fucking guy in the world, and better than the best gamer in the world. But I wouldn't honestly have a problem with that. If you win some, you lose some. You can't win all the time. And as good as I am in Call of Duty and at video games, I know I can't win all the time. I've died, and I didn't have like perfect playthroughs. I had trouble beating games and beating bosses. I even looked up, like for Resident Evil, when I didn't know what to do in some other games, I would go out to look up and try to find out what to do if I'm lost. I already know I'm not like the perfect gamer or anything like that. So I honestly wouldn't have a problem if I knew someone. It's already people that I know that are better than me at in sports and all types of stuff, and specific games. And I just know I'm not the best gamer at everything, so I honestly wouldn't have a problem with it. The next question is from EAE, or AKA Ace Rivers out there, from YouTube and from PSN. He asked, I did decide to just answer this question because he asked 2 questions. He said, why is the sky blue? I don't really have an answer for that, but I guess it's blue because it's on God's green earth. So he created everything. So I guess he made the sky blue. I guess it's just naturally blue. He said, and his other question was, favorite weapon in Call of Duty. My best weapon, my all-time favorite weapon, would be the MP5 from Call of Duty 4. Let's see. I'll also say the P90. I just have so many favorites, but my all-time favorite one would be the MP5 by far. And then I kind of like the SWAT from Black Ops 2. I think that's underrated, and the XR from Black Ops 3. I like so many weapons. The RPD from Call of Duty 4, just like the LMGs is just one of the most underused weapon classes in Call of Duty. Everyone just uses assault rifles, and for those who like to trick shot, they run around with snipers all throughout the matches and stuff. But my favorite weapon would definitely be the MP5 by far, in out of all the Call of Duties, all the Call of Duty games out there. Um, Okay, I'm gonna try to say his name because this is the first time I'm gonna try to. I hope I don't butcher it. But he's a fan from PSN. He's also from YouTube comments. It's Kumaga Koreninja. I hope I'm saying that right. If he's out there watching this whenever he has time, he says, "What was the first gaming console you played?" And then he has some additional questions here. So the very first console I played was the Sega Genesis, and I still own it. I have it around here somewhere. I still have actual games, but I have the Sega Genesis collection now for the PS3. So now I basically have every single game that I have owned on the Sega Genesis. But that was the very first gaming console I've ever played, console-wise. But the first actual gaming mechanic, like gaming device I played on, was the Game Boy Color. And I played Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on it, Pokemon Blue. That's how I really got into video games. Was Pokemon Blue from the Game Boy Color was the very first actual gaming device I played on. And then the console-wise was Sega Genesis, and then later I got the Nintendo 64. And those are just like my very first consoles and gaming devices out there. And then he asked my favorite console. I don't really necessarily have a favorite console. I like all of them. It's not a console that I dislike out there. We're all gamers, so it's not like one that I particularly favorite the most. But I would say that's the best one. But I would probably throw out maybe the Nintendo 64 because I really liked some of the games on there, and I would say the Nintendo 64, the original PlayStation. I would say those two. All together, the Nintendo 64 and the PS1 are just basically the PlayStation. He said favorite game. Again, I already mentioned it's just like Crash, Sly Cooper. One of my favorite JRPGs I played was Cross Edge. That game got a fucking 3 from IGN, and they from their review, oh, this game's too hard, and they gave it a 3. And it's like the reviewer just sat down and played for like 5 minutes. That's why I don't even like IGN reviews, because they just, I feel like they just favor some particular games out there, and they're just like fanboys or whatever, and they're just so quick to shit on other games that are different and just judging based on their looks and stuff. But I don't really have like a favorite game, because I play so many games. Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, a really good game. Last of Us, Halo, Gears of War, and Blue Dragon was pretty good from Xbox. I like so many JRPGs, Cross Edge, and the Tales series from Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Graces, one of the best games I played. It's just so many games out there. God of War, Devil May Cry, Grand Theft Auto. It's so many good games out there. So that would be really a tough question to really kind of answer, because I play so many games. It'd be hard to really choose. Like, look at all these posters behind me for my videos. As you can tell, I like so many games out there from Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, all types of sort of console games. He said old school games or new. I would say I would rank myself in the middle, but I just kind of think that the old school games that they're coming out, the old school games from the past, are still a little bit better than what they're coming out with today. Sure, today they have the next generation realistic graphics, but I just feel like they're just nothing but graphics. And what else do they have other than superior graphics? The trees are brighter. The cars are more shinier, the screen's brighter, and I feel like you could probably get the same, almost the graphical features, if you turn the brightness on your TV, just the brightness on your TV. And when they do those graphical comparisons, it just, to me, the trees just look brighter to me in next gen when they compare old gen Call of Duty and then next generation Call of Duty. The trees are just brighter, everything just looks brighter and shinier. But Some new games are good, you know, Destiny and some other games out there was just like overhyped and I don't think it's really all that good. Especially games like the Order 1886. I heard about games like that. So much for next gen, huh? It's just like you get those games that are really short ended, you know, short lived, and you don't have really much just much to really offer besides just graphics and no multiplayer. Games like Star Wars Battlefront, it has multiplayer but just no story mode. You know, why would you make a Star Wars game without a story mode? Isn't that supposed to be part of the, you know, the game sort series, from, especially from the movie? It has a big story to it. But I would say I like the old gen a little bit better, but some new games can hold a candle to, you know, really blow the old gen out of the water. But games like Zelda Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, Banjo Kazooie, Final Fantasy 7 from PlayStation 1, and many other games out there that can hold a candle. Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. It's only other games from the different older consoles that can really have a chance against the new gen. Luigi's Mansion from the GameCube. There's just so many other great games out there, and you know, it's just the constant remakes is just really a sign that they're really lacking when it comes to creativity and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to see. It's just so many questions going on here. I'm trying to see how much time I got. So I'm probably gonna start another part since it's 21 minutes. So I'm gonna be right back, I guess. I got so many questions. So I'm gonna be right back and starting another part. It might be 3 parts. So we'll see what happens.